What is up, guys? Impervious back with another video. To quickly answer your question, why am I speaking English? The reason why I speak English is because I normally do German content, and the only reason is because I thought, yo, let's try English speaking in my videos, and see how that goes, because I normally speak German. Yeah, since I am German, haha, funny, blah blah blah. Yeah, I wanted to go and talk about the Assassin's Creed Mirage tools, and I will go over them by how I would rank them if I would do a ranking video of these tools, and since I'm currently playing the permadeath, or you can also say full synchronization, since Ubisoft called it that, not permadeath, but they gave it a second name, which is the permadeath. They originally named it full synchronization. Okay. Yeah, and yeah, since I'm currently playing the full synchronization playthrough, since I'm currently just playing, I thought I will do this. If you also want to play permadeath, because I think these upgrades that I'm about to show you are the best upgrades for each tool that you can use. Or just if you want maybe a switch up on your tools, you can also put these and maybe try these out, But let's start with the first tool, the throwing knife. This is going, if it's a ranking, number 1 on my list, because I think this is the best tool you could use in Mirage. Okay, let's go now over the upgrades. You can see that I have it's different for other tools, but on throwing knife it's on the first upgrade selection. That are 2 upgrades that I put on, The reason why is, please don't get confused with, oh, why does he have 2, two upgrade selections of the first upgrade selection, is why, is when you upgrade the tool on full, on max, you can have the option to have either 1 or 2, these numbers you see on the screen right now, in these tool selections. 1 is the first upgrade, 2 is the second upgrade, and 3 is the third upgrade, and you can have 2 upgrades in the same selection slot, basically. Yeah, and now let's go over the first upgrade. Extra capacity increases the ammunition capacity for this tool by 2. Since you only have 4 of these throwing knives, it's good to have 2 extra. Yeah, that's basically that. Then, sharp blade increases how much damage the throwing knife causes by 50%. I find it useful that if you don't get the headshot, you'll do more damage, and if you get detected and you don't want to use a tool, you can quickly annihilate them with your sword, or throw a smoke bomb if you want to do that and be stealthy. But I normally don't do that when there's only 1 enemy left, or there's just 1 enemy nearby, and that's the one that I'm hitting, and yeah, so that's why I use sharp blade. You can argue to use extended range, but I find it more useful if you do light blade, because the extra range doesn't matter if you can just hold the shoot, or the throw button to like charge up the throwing knife and have it like to have where it has extended range and does more damage, you know. That's why I use sharp blade and not extended range, you know. And now to my second upgrade selection slot. Poison tip applies poison to targets. The reason why I'm never using like, okay, I mean, I might try it out again, but okay, now the reason behind why I don't do heavy blade, because I have sharp blade, you know, because I do more damage. And it says here, staggers enemies when hit, and maybe that there's like, you know, it stuns them, but, you know, doesn't do more damage. So let's just cut that out, please. You know, it stuns them, as you can see in like the video clip that shows the upgrade thing, you know, is because there's a better version of the stun, and that's the poison, you know. As you can see, if I don't get the headshot, which I sometimes do, you know, not everybody's perfect, you know, it still stuns them because they are poisoned because of the poison tip from the throwing knife, you know. And then their detection meter doesn't, I mean, it caps out. It's like, you know, these like arrows to where you can, you know, like from which direction you get detected, and it caps out red, but it doesn't fully cap out, so where you aren't in combat, you know. And that's why I use poison tip to like stun the enemies and like completely forget about him, because he will die from one poison knife, basically. Yeah. And I like that because since I sometimes do not get the headshot, you know, this is a alternative to have. This is a good alternative to have, you know, if you don't want to use lead blade. Yes. Okay, now to my throwing upgrade, throwing knife upgrade tier 3. Yes, and I use armor piercing. Penetrates armor to deal standard damage. That's good if you want to fight the armored enemies and like basically spam throwing knives at them, or if you want to fight the level notoriety level 3 bounty hunter, you know, since he also has armor. Yeah. I don't use corrode body because I want to have the realism to kick in, you know. I don't want to be that OP. We're not in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. So, yeah. That's why I use armor piercing. Now, let's go over my if this was a ranking, my second tool. That's a smoke bomb, you know. First off, smoke bomb tier 1. Extra capacity. Increase the ammunition capacity for this tool by 2. Since you only have 4 of these standardly, you want to have 2 more, because this is the second best item in AC Mirage, since you can throw smoke bombs when you're mid combat, when you're in stealth, or like if you don't want to get detected from afar and you can't like really look at them, and when you turn around and you'll like maybe want to throw a throwing knife or like do like a blow dart, you know, you will get immediately detected, and that's not good, you know. So want to have 2 more of these, you know. And I do extended range over durable smoke, you know. I mean, when you're a more like beginner, you can put on durable smoke, but since I'm very skilled at this game, because Assassin's Creed is easy, you know, I would consider myself pretty skilled at the Assassin's Creed games. And this is why I use extended range. Increase the distance you can throw this tool by 7 meters, you know. And extended durable smoke is basically like you have you can, oh no, the smoke has a increased duration before the smoke goes away, basically. As it says, increases how long smoke remains active. Yeah, and like I said, since I'm pretty skilled and I'm very quick in my kills, I use extended range to throw my smoke bomb further. Okay, let's go to the smoke bomb tier 2 upgrade selection, and that's Silent Blast. You can use Healing Vapor, which is quite good, but since the bike outfit is, you know, there, and when you have it fully upgraded, and the bike out, you can unlock the bike outfit when you have played the game, New Game Plus, and Healing Vapor is okay to use. I have used that. I was just trying it out, but to be honest, it's not that good, since you have a better option, which is healing, and with your medicine, and the bike outfit, which heals you like, maybe, I don't know, very quickly after each assassination, you do. So, like, you probably never have to heal when you're in stealth with this outfit on. And choking fumes is, basically a poison bomb, which is okay to use. But it's not for me, Since this isn't Silent Blast, so if there's other enemies nearby that can hear the smoke, same thing with Healing Vapor, they will look at it, and when I want to, like, immediately go on to these next enemies and kill them, they will instantly detect me, and that's not good, and that's why I use Silent Blast. Enemies can no longer hear smoke bombs detonate, and yeah, as you can see, basically, the enemy doesn't look at it, which would be, in this case, better, in this scenario, right here, but, in the most scenarios, the enemy isn't that dumb, but still they are, don't get me wrong, but, yeah, Silent Blast is the best option on the second upgrade selection. And now to Smoke Bomb tier 3 upgrade selection is Mind Wipe. Causes guards caught in the smoke to forget they saw Basim. Since you want to be stealthy in the game, it's good to have this instead of flammable smoke, which I don't really find good, since you have to be near a fireplace, where, like, something was caught on fire, or like there's like a fireball nearby, that's when this perk becomes active, and this is not good. We don't want to do that, because we want to use smoke bombs often, and we don't want to use the smoke bombs like so tactically that we can only use this perk if it's near a fireplace, if you get what I mean, So this is why I use Mind Wipe, which everybody should use, on tier 3. And I mean, I really don't have to explain this perk, it explains itself, For example, I'll give one example. If you want to quickly get away and be undetected, just quickly throw a smoke bomb and you'll get away very quickly and become anonymous. Yes, now to Blow Dart, my third ranking tool. Yeah, let's go Blow Dart tier 1 upgrade selection. Extra capacity increases the ammunition capacity for this tool by 2. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. I mean, you got 6 of these, which is good, but of course 2 more is better, because this tool is actually very good, it's chef's kiss. And extended range, I want to have more range on these, since because it's a blow dart, it doesn't have that much range, and with that you'll have more range. Self-explanatory, isn't it? And yeah, I want to talk about this real quick. Increase how long the effect of this tool lasts. In the third upgrade selection, you can see Deep Slumber. Damage does not wake up the target. Sleep effect lasts infinitely. Yeah, I mean, that's why I don't use increased duration, you know, since I have this perk, you know. And if you're not dumb, this is pretty self-explanatory to you. Okay. Now, Cloud Impact. Second upgrade selection. Cloud Impact applies the blow dart's current effect as an area of effect. You know, that's basically if you are a bit lazy and like want to be quick, you know, but it's more like if you want to be quick, you can like blow the blow dart or like the dart out of the blow dart, you know. You can like throw this projectile on the ground or like on a wall when an enemy is like in the area of effect to get them to sleep. I don't like this. This is ass. I don't like this because wait, let me just target can no longer be awakened by other guards. Enraged targets after the effect. Enraged targets die after the effect, and that's basically that. Since okay, that's not good. You know what I mean? I actually want to try the berserk dart because you know it's very interesting to have that as a like distraction tool. Yeah, I think I might go with that, you know, but this is still better. I don't know. Then I have to like maybe try something out a bit. Maybe like I'll maybe okay. I'm just gonna do this real quick. Maybe I'll try this and this. Please don't forget it. I'm talking to myself right now. Maybe I'll try this, you know. But okay, maybe let's just go for like the best thing real quick. I'll just put this back on if I end the video. Yeah. This is basically what you want to use, and like just quickly back to that. You don't have to aim exactly on like the guard's body. You can just like do it like near the guard because it has an area of effect, like it says there in the sentence of the description of the perk. Yeah. Okay. Now that's the blow dart. By the way, let's look at the stats real quick. Range 20 meters. That's insane for a blow dart, you know. Just saying. That's why I use extended range. Yeah. But not now. Let's go to my fourth tool on my ranking. Noisemaker. I like these ones, but other ones are better. Yeah, now Noisemaker tier 1 upgrade selection. I use Loud Fuse, increases the distance from which enemies are drawn to the explosion by 5 meters. Since I noticed, as I was doing a mission, you know, not long ago, I was noticing, you know, there was like 4 guards standing at the front, at the gate, you know, to like watch it. And since I believe it doesn't have that much range, I use that to give it more range to where like the enemies can hear it from a further distance. Yeah, that's it. And extended range to throw this tool further by 7 meters. Distraction range is 20 meters, and the range to throw this tool is 17 meters. That's good. Now to the Noisemaker tier 2 upgrade selection. You can use fireworks, continuous explosion that draws and holds enemies' attention for a long time, which is good. But since I have this and I'm quick with things I do, you know, you can use this. That's fine. I don't mind, you know. But since I use this, you know, you can argue between that and that, you know. You can like maybe do this away and like do this. Oh no, I don't know. It was just the first one. Oh, I'm sorry. I did explain it wrong at the beginning, you know. But I hope you now get what I mean, which I was talking about, like with the tools and like that you can put on 2, but only in the first upgrade selection. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't mind that, you know. you can use that, but I find it better to have sparks. Noisemaker becomes an incendiary device, which basically means you can throw this tool directly at enemies to let them be caught on fire. What that also does is the same with the throwing knives on the poison. It resets their detection meter to where it doesn't cap out, where you don't get into combat state and can assassinate them one by one. If you of course compare it with a smoke bomb or a throwing knife, you know, but they will like flatter around and dance around, you know. This is why I recommend when you do that, you will throw a smoke bomb if you don't have cleared out the other enemies that are nearby, you know, because this tool is a attention drawing tool, which you don't want to use if there's too much enemies around, you know. Or, you know, you can use whatever and whenever you want, but you know, you don't want to use it too often. That's why it's on my 4th ranking on this list and explanation of these tools. Yeah, sparks, loud fuse, extended range. Now to the 3rd upgrade selection, and that's terror. Targets got caught in the explosion panic and run away. I don't like this one because, like I said, I'm very quick with my, you know, assassinations, and this doesn't help me at all because you can see in the example right here, in the example video, that the guards will like completely spread out, and that's what you don't want to have, you know, because smoke bomb is a very good tool. You can compare this very good with the smoke bombs, you know. Did I say compare? I mean combine. And if I said that earlier, I mean combine. Sorry. So yeah, you can do that, you know, but this is I don't like that. That's why I use terror. Targets caught in the explosion panic and run away. And since you compare this, combine this with sparks, they don't run away because they get caught on fire, but they don't detect you. Because just of that, I mean, you can use nothing here, you know, but I don't like this here. I don't like that. That like kind of disturbs me because this is not filled out, so I just use this. Yeah, and that's the noisemakers. Now to the last two, the trap, which I find the lowest ranking because it's a good tool to, like, when there's enemies coming, you know, to some location and you want to, like, how do I say it? I don't know the word right now, but I hope you get what I mean, you know. So, lass mich kurz das mal googeln. Lass mich das ganz kurz mal googeln. Oder fällt das gerade gar nicht mal auf Deutsch ein. Warte mal. Ach, unfähig, genau. Unfähig. Englisch. Okay. It's a very good tool to make the enemies incapable of doing anything, you know. But only in certain situations. Yeah. So, like, for example, if I wanna, like, get away, you know, and, like, I don't want to use a smoke bomb or, like, blow dart or noisemaker to, like, make them, or, like, throwing knife, I don't know, and I use this instead But it's just an example. You can use this. You can use these anywhere. You know, if it's just a single enemy, or like if it's 2 enemies or 3 enemies. You know, if they're close enough. You know, to where the trap triggers. mm. Yeah. So like for example, if I want to get out of a building, there's like, or like out of an area, and there's like a gate. You know, where there's enemies, just like maybe 2 or 3, and they're watching that gate. I can just quickly throw that trap to make them unable to do anything, you know, to like move. They're just like make sounds on the ground and like hold their stomachs. You can just like easily run out if you have cleared other enemies in that area. Yeah, that's a very good tool for that, but it's still on my number 5 on the ranking. Because these other tools are just better in general. Okay, now let's just go quickly over these perks. Trap tier 1 upgrade selection. Extra capacity, I do not use that just because the reason that I have talked about, you know, because it's my least favorite tool. And I mean, don't get me wrong, every tool is good. There's like no bad tool, you know, but that's the worst out of these 5 you can use with the Torch 6. That's why I don't use extra capacity on this one, you know, because I don't use these that often. Okay, now increase duration, increase how long the effect of this tool lasts. Very good, don't need to explain. And extended range, also very good, you know. Area of effect 4 meters, duration 1 entire minute. 1 minute. Range 17 meters, which is very good for a trap to throw, you know. Fracture, targets caught in the explosion lose defense. Don't use that, because when you use that you normally aren't in combat, you know, since you want to be stealthy, like I said the 3rd time by now. White burst, increase the explosion's area of effect, which is good, you know, since you then have a wider area of effect, you know. Since this tool is a very small tool, like it isn't designed to have like a very high range, you know, a very wide range of area of effect. What's the trigger? I actually am curious and want to try that out a bit more often. I played with this, but I don't mind to use that, but I find it kind of, I don't like that. I don't like that because I have played with it. I have tried it out, but when I whistle, you know, I just whistle to like lure a single guard over, so I can isolate it, you know. Yeah, I don't mind if you use that, but I might try that out. You can easily use that or that, but I don't mind either that or that, you know. But the better option in my opinion is that. But let's try that out. Okay, now trap tier 3 upgrade selection. Deadly blast replaces the non-lethal component for a fiery explosion. That doesn't matter because you are most likely to use this tool in stealth. That's why I don't use that, you know. You might be getting some extra damage when you're in combat, but since I have a 1 minute duration of them laying down on the floor and lingering, you know, that doesn't matter to me, since I'm, you know, either already gone or eliminating these mother fraudsters. Yeah, now to the perk I use. Lingering knockdown greatly increases the duration of the knockdown effect. Now, let's just, you know, 40 seconds with that on, but with this 60 seconds. That is insane. And, you know, to make it easier, that's good to have, you know, that tool to have this long of an effect, you know, because it's most likely, I don't know how you play this game, but For me, it's, or like for many other people who are like very skilled at the game and try to be as stealthily as possible, this is better than this, you know, or just in general. I mean, you don't have to use any perk on here, you know, I don't mind that, you know, but it's still better for this to be on the trap, you know, to have this perk. Yeah. And now, that was the video. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, please give a thumbs up. And if you don't want to miss any other of my content, then be sure to subscribe to my channel and turn the post notifications on. Yes. See you next time.